Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Mindset Matters with Sandra. And I will briefly be talking about what to do when you have all the tools in your toolbox to get yourself out of a funk. You're not extremely triggered, and at the same time, you're not very satisfied either. And it's sort of this uncomfortable place to be. The first thing I would like to say is accept where you're at. Sometimes there's nothing to do. Don't make it a bigger deal. If you don't feel good, you feel a little sad, you can't quite figure it out, don't be picking apart, what has been going on. Just accept it. You might be tapping, you might be doing your breathing, and you still don't feel quite okay. And this is the time where I believe you just need to be gentle with yourself. It would be really important for you to find maybe some distractions, or what Robert would call a pattern disrupt, which would be even a defrag. If you like gardening, or um, like to exercise or go for a walk, or maybe put on, a podcast that you haven't listened to in a while, things like this to just kind of keep your day moving along. Many times we're not always in the best moods for many reasons. It doesn't always have to be an emotional one. I mean, it could be most likely, but it could be lack of sleep, for example. It could be you didn't eat enough, or you're not hydrated enough, or maybe you've just been too much in front of the computer, right? So you have to find different ways to be able to allow yourself, not just the literal space, but the space in your head. As Robert would always say, don't take your problems too seriously, because then you'll have a serious problem. And many of us have, and many of us do. So I think it's just really okay to just take a break. You feel a certain way, accept it, accept whatever melancholy you might be feeling, or accept that you're not in the best of moods. I always suggest try to tap, just simply notice where you're at. And you can even just tell your brain, you know what? It's okay. I'm right here, right now. I don't have to resolve anything. I don't have to figure out anything. Because sometimes when we're in this mode where we have to immediately turn over, our feelings to something positive, or we shouldn't, couldn't, or wouldn't do this or that, or, we're always going back in the past, or maybe I need to do this, or I have to do that. So where you're pushing and pulling and prodding and forcing yourself, sometimes just to allow yourself to be is good enough. Now, the second thing I will suggest is that, let's say you just accept where you're at. The one thing I will encourage you to do is not to allow yourself to go to the negative thoughts. If you're not feeling very good, you're not in the best mood, you can't really figure out why, but you've already accepted that you can't figure out why, and you're not going to probe and try to figure it out or analyze it, and the tapping isn't really working at that moment, right? It's important for you not to go into the story. Don't go into the negative. Just find different things to distract yourself with, like I was saying earlier. Okay. So it's important for you to just be, accept where you're at. I know many times, especially in the US, we have this lifestyle, or it used to be a lot more this way, especially when I was growing up. It's you really identified with the doing and the action oriented, and we just got to do it, and we just have to push through, everything. We have to force it. We have to, obligate ourselves to do something, or obligate other people. And sometimes all we need is just a little bit of space. Once you accept that this is where you're at and how you're feeling, I would really bet that after that, it's going to be okay. This too shall pass. You'll be fine. And then you'll be able to get back into your tapping. For those of us who have been a lot in the spiritual world, and always trying to deliver our best and be our best, even when people aren't looking, sometimes that perfectionist streak just, maybe we can just put that aside, and just accept where you're at. And sometimes it's just good enough to say, I'm okay. I'm safe right here. It's okay. I'll figure it out. But right now I'm going to give myself the rest that I need. And then just hold your wrist and take a deep breath in, and then say peace, and then go about your day. And anytime you try to find yourself going back to something that's negative or trying to analyze something, just stop. Give yourself a break. It's really okay. There's nobody after you. Nobody's going to tell you that you have to do it this way, especially I have clients that are professionals, right? And there is this mode where, I'm the coach, I'm the therapist, and I'm telling my clients and that they're supposed to do this and I can't do it for myself. This is an attitude that I think doesn't serve you. You're a human being and you deserve a break. You deserve to just be and not have to do. I hope this video has been helpful, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care.